But first, let's bring Misty Marris in on the story that's breaking out of Houston, Texas, after that shooting that took place yesterday. Misty, this young child, as they say, fighting for his life. We learned from investigators there that they're still piecing things together. I didn't take away anything, though, on a motive. Seems like they still have a lot of work to do in this case.
Yeah, we learned a lot today as far as this press conference, but one thing that remains unclear is the motive. They say they're not ready to disclose that, or they're still investigating. We know that a search was effectuated of the shooter's home, and we know that they're going to be searching that digital footprint to see if they can put anything together relating to that.
Let me go back there now. They had switched to Spanish for a moment as Nicole wrapped up her program, and now officials are taking questions at that news conference. So let's listen in for a few minutes. Attorney Misty Marris is back with us. We'll get to former U.S. Marshal Art Roderick in a moment. A number of questions we were talking while we were listening, Misty, that have come up here on security at the church, on the motive. What stands out to you here?
Yeah, well, first of all, of course, the motive, that's what everybody wants to know. They fell short of actually explaining that piece. They say they're currently under investigation. The other piece, how was the gun acquired? They said they found ammunition. We heard about a history of mental health issues, aliases being used, which could make it more difficult to understand how that gun got into her hands. The other piece of this that we most recently learned, biological relationship between the 7-year-old child who's fighting for their life and the shooter, who was his mother, biological mother. So that piece also remains to be seen, what the motivation could possibly be to bring this child into this situation.
There was a sticker that they talked about that had the word Palestine on it, but again, to your point, they have not gone so far as to associate that or anything else with any type of a motive yet.
Right.
There are a lot of questions about whether this is a hate crime. Again, Chief Finner said he didn't want to get ahead of it yet. One thing they did say, to Art's point about whether anything larger is at play here, even though they didn't go into what the motive might be, officials did describe this woman as a quote-unquote lone wolf. They did say that, right, Misty, earlier in the news conference.
They did, and that's part of the urgency to get this conference out there. Remember, when this was first breaking, there was information that she had said there was a bomb and that a bomb might be at the church. They wanted to eliminate that as being something the public is going to be fearful about. And I think that's where we hear the emphasis on lone wolf, although the point is absolutely true. The investigation needs to be expansive in order to assess every aspect of this, but that's part of why you need to get to the public, to put the public perception at ease that there isn't somebody out there who's going to do this again.
All right, we'll keep following it then and beyond then. Art Roderick, as always, thank you. Misty, we'll be back to you as our coverage continues on the breaking news, the other stories. We'll be right back here on News Nation Now.